Audrey Cantu, and today I'm going to be doing my demonstration speech on how to bake a homemade cake. Baking a homemade cake is really important because it's easy to transport. You can use it at birthday parties, events, just gatherings with your family or some friends for dinner, and it's easy to share between people. And let's be honest, it's super delicious compared to a box. So today I'm going to go over how to prepare for your cake, mixing it together, baking it, and going over the frosting. Let's get started. First, you're going to take your 9 by 13 inch pan and spray it with the grease and make sure it's well coated. You don't want to coat too much, but make sure it's pretty evenly coated. Set that back to the side for now. Next, you're going to get 3/4 cup of room temperature butter and mix it until it's light and fluffy, and then you're going to add 2 cups of sugar. I already added 1.5 cups, and with the other 1/2 cup that needs to be added, I'm going to show you how to measure it. You're going to fill up your measuring cup, and then with a knife, you're going to use the straight edge and you're going to smooth it out. And that's how you get an even measuring cup. And we're going to go ahead and add that in. And then you're going to mix it up real quick. Once that is pretty evenly mixed, we're going to go ahead and add our eggs. We're going to add one at a time and mix in between each one. Next, you're going to add your vanilla, which is 2 teaspoons, and mix that up. Then you're going to add all of your dry ingredients, which is 2 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of cocoa, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and then you're going to add 1/2 of your milk, which should be 3/4 cup because you'll have 1.5 cups total. And you're going to mix that together, and once that's pretty well mixed, you're going to add the other 1/2 of your milk. Spatula, pat down the sides, and then mix it up a little bit more. You want to scrape the sides because sometimes the dry ingredients can get clumped there. It's okay if you make a little bit of a mess. Once that's pretty evenly mixed, you can get your pan that you previously greased, and you can go ahead and pour your batter into it. Once your batter is in your pan, you want to smooth it out, make sure it's nice and flat and even. And then you want to put it in your oven, which should be preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It should take about 35 to 40 minutes to completely cook, and when you want to test it to make sure it's done, you can use a toothpick or a fork, poke it in the middle, and if it comes out clean, your cake is ready. Whenever you take your cake out of the oven, use your oven mitts and let it sit on a cooling rack for about an hour until it's room temperature. Once your cake is cooled, we can begin icing it. The icing I used today, I pre-made, and it's 2 sticks of butter at room temperature, 1/4 cup of cocoa, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. And you're just going to take a spatula and evenly coat it over the top of your cake. Make sure you get the sides. And once that's evenly coated over your cake, you're done, and you can just saran wrap wrap it and keep it for a later use, or go ahead and eat it right then. That's all. And my conclusion for this is I taught you how to prepare, mix, bake, and frost a cake. And even though it's very tedious work, it's definitely well worth it. Thanks. And now I'm going to show you my cards, because I didn't show you at the beginning because I had them laid out in order. This is my frosting mix. These are just the cards that were in front of all my ingredients. This is my intro card, my conclusion card, and my thesis card. A little bit more ingredients. That's it. Thanks.